Hello everyone, I'm Kenta Hamada from Kona University. In this movie, I'd like to show you Straw Fighter, a biofeedback system for vocal training and therapy by Tube Phonation. My presentation is in 5 parts. First, I'll give you a brief introduction to Tube Phonation for vocal training and therapy. Second, I'd like to explain background and the aim of this study. Third, I'd like to explain the Straw Fighter system and show you demonstration of the proposed system. Fourth, I'd like to show you Straw Fighter system linked up with cloud storage. In the final part, I'd like to conclude my presentation. Tube phonation is one of semi-occluded vocal tract exercises for voice training and therapy. Human speech is produced by filtering the glottal source in the vocal tracts. The vocal tract consists of the laryngeal cavities, the pharyngeal cavity, the oral cavity, and the nasal cavities. In tube phonation, the vocal tract is partly constricted by a tube or straw to maximize interaction between the vocal fold vibration and the vocal tract resonance. This method is widely used in the treatment of patients. In tube phonation, a trainee must maintain a comfortable level of phonation through a tube or straw for repeated intervals lasting 5 to 10 seconds. This is done to strengthen and balance laryngeal musculature and to regulate the glottal airflow caused by muscular effort. To improve phonation by tube phonation, there is 2 important points. First, a trainee must exercise 1,500 times in total. To do this, the trainee exercises 50 times per day for 30 days, and it is really difficult to keep he or she motivated during this period. Second, the trainee must feel strong vibration around the lips during the exercise. When the interaction between the vocal fold vibration and the vocal tract resonance increases, the trainee achieves effective phonation and he or she feels strong vibration around the lips. It is indicating the acoustic energy is focused around this area, so this feeling is used as a target of the exercise. However, vibratory sensations differ from person to person, and the trainer can't monitor the trainee's vibratory state quantitatively. Kawamura recently proposed Smart Tube, a simple and low-cost biofeedback system for tube phonation. It is a straw with an attached acceleration sensor and LED strip that can measure vibrations and provide corresponding feedback through LED lights in real time. Smart Tube offers simple and easy to understand visual feedback. However, it is not sufficient to overcome the monotonous nature of the exercise. In this study, we therefore tried to develop a new biofeedback system based on a gamification framework and incorporate enjoyment and addictiveness of games into daily vocal exercises. Gamification is to apply the element of the game to field other than the game. The element of the game make it possible to change from boring exercise to fun exercise. So let's get down to describe the proposed system. The system supports vocal rehabilitation through a shooting game in which a user hits the enemy by phonating into a straw. Straw Fighter was implemented using an M5 Stack Basic onboard accelerometer. M5 Stack Basic is a small IoT device with a 320x240 TFT color display and a micro SD card slot. An onboard acceleration sensor is attached to the straw to measure its vibration caused by phonation. To maintain adequate hygiene, the acceleration sensor is adhered by tape to facilitate easy replacement. Next, I'll show you how to play Straw Fighter. It's in better games like I mark the enemy in circle and users battle plane in box. Enemies appear along 3 horizontal rows on the screen from the right side, and move to the left where the user's battle plane is located. The score is deducted when the battle plane crosses onto an enemy. The user can shoot bullets by phonating into the straw and can score by defeating the enemies. The color of the bullet changes depends on the amplitude of the vibration, and the user can move the battle plane up and down using a button of the M5 stack. Okay, let's play a video of Straw Fighter Trail Run. We designed the enemies to appear continuously for 5 seconds to ensure phonation for more than 5 seconds, even without explicit instruction. Sustained phonation is advantageous for obtaining higher scores in the game. The duration of one game is set to 100s. The game does not finish in that time, no matter how many times the player's battle plane crashes with the enemies. The enemies appear at intervals of 10s and the game continues for 5 successive times. Therefore, the user is expected to phonation at least 50 times, the number needed daily by just playing the game. After the user finishes the game 5 times, the system displays the total and highest scores. The highest score is stored on a micro SD card inserted into the M5 stack and used for the next time. Next, I'll show you Straw Fighter system linked up with cloud storage. As a function enhancement, Straw Fighter can store log data on Google Spreadsheet and share it with a speech therapist through Wi-Fi connection with the internet. So let's play a video of uploading score to cloud. This function allows the therapist to monitor the progress of exercise of the trainees remotely and motivates them to exercise if needed. For the next step of this study, we are planning to include a function that encourages competition among trainees. In conclusion, Straw Fighter offers an enjoyable vocal exercise game based on the gamification framework, and low-cost IoT device by measuring the vibration around the lips, indicating the efficiency of phonation during the tube phonation exercise. Cloud environment integration is also possible for the system for enhanced management and monitoring of vocal exercise. However, evaluation is required for measuring the effectiveness of the proposed system. We hope the Straw Fighter will trigger the introduction of e-health. That's all for my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.